One of my biggest awakening moments was the moment that I was struggling to scale past $250,000 a month in revenue. One of my coaches, he looked at me, he said, Brian, you're running a flat company. That day, my life changed forever. I made a few shifts and I was able to scale my business past $250,000 a month, as well as help a local roofing company go from zero to over $10 million in revenue. And I want to show you, if you're stuck below $250,000 a month, I want to show you how you can scale past that and what is the biggest lever that you could pull to have the most leverage inside your business. All right, so if you're stuck here, guys, you probably have about 15 employees. You have crews at this point. You probably do have a manager at this point. If you're doing right at $250,000 a month, you probably have a few sales representatives. And at this point, though, you probably are still not as profitable as you'd like to be. Let's face it. How many of you are still looking at your bank account trying to figure out, why aren't I making more money? Okay, if you are, I would say you probably need to go back and watch breaking point number 2 and how you can increase LTV. And later on, we're going to talk about that. But if you're stuck below $250,000 a month, I want to show you how you can break past that. Okay, and what you need to be focused on here is you need to build teams. You need clear SOPs, clear financials. It should be all about team building, building out SOPs, and making sure that the numbers align with each position inside your company. Like my coach told me way back, Brian, you're running a flat company. You have no hierarchy. You have no levels to your company. You're wearing all the hats. So then I woke up and I said, okay, I'm going to get to work. I'm going to start creating positions inside my business. So one of the biggest hires that I made was a general manager. I hired a general manager inside my business to take a lot of the weight off me. I then hired a sales team, and then I got a sales manager to manage the sales. And that way I wasn't in charge of doing that every day. And so I started hiring all these positions on top of the sales guys, on top of the people that were making the phone calls, on top of the crews out doing the work. I had a general manager, then I had a production manager out in the field. And so I started hiring managers to manage the people who were doing the work, and then I managed those people. But it's important, and write this down, what gets measured gets managed. So as you build out a team and you're building out all your systems and processes, you need to make sure that you have SOPs for every position inside your business. From the person answering the phone, your CSR scripts, how do they answer the phone? What are they supposed to say? Are they selling something over the phone? How do they pre-qualify the client? How do they prioritize an emergency if it happens, right? So what are the things that they need to do as a sales rep? What do you want the closing percentage above? What do they need to do? What is their sales scripts? If they get rebuttals, how do they deal with those rebuttals? So you want to make sure you document every single process inside your business. I promise you it's boring work, but boring scales. And when you do the boring work, you can finally grow and scale your company. Remember, all you have to do is create all these documents once. That's it. And as your business grows, you can get direct feedback from your people to modify your standard operating procedures throughout the lifetime of your business. And then lastly, so we have building teams, we have building standard operating procedures, and now we got to talk about financials. You need to make sure that your financials align with each position. How much are you making per employee? Is that a profitable number? And you need to make sure that you know how much is each call worth to you. Each call that comes in the business, is it worth 500? Is it worth 1,000? So what is your speed to lead? What is your call booking rate? And basically call booking rate is how many people do I have calling my business versus how many calls are they actually booking into an appointment? How many estimates do we actually have on the calendar? Out of that, how many of those is our sales representative closing? What is their closing percentage? And what is their average ticket on those jobs that they're closing? So we want to know call booking rates. our speed to lead, call booking rate. What is their closing percentage? What is their average ticket on each job? And then we want to know, okay, after that, what is their overall production numbers? What is their customer satisfaction, right? And that can be measured by reviews, stuff like that. And so we want to make sure that we're building teams, but we're also measuring key performance indicators, KPIs, to hold our teams accountable. Because remember, what gets measured gets managed. So if you want to grow beyond $250,000 a month and scale to your wildest dreams, you have to build a team, standard operating procedures, and you got to have KPIs to hold them accountable. So this was a short video, but in later videos, guys, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this step by step. So stick with me in the 5 scaling secrets, and I want to show you how you can build all this and more so you can scale your business to your wildest dreams. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video.